The Nigerian Society of Engineers Uyo branch, led by Engineer Akpan, received the president of the organization, Engineer Tasil Wudil, in Akwa Ibom State on a visit to the collapsed building site at Iman Street in Uyo, the state capital, on Wednesday, 21st September 2022.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. President. On that note, I want to welcome you to the site of the incident, as I told you on phone. This is the site of the incident. We as a branch.
How many story buildings?
3, 4.
Receiving the president of the organization at the site of the collapsed 4-story building project, the chairman, Nigerian Society of Engineers Uyo branch, Engineer Akpan, said that the first step is organization to, when the incident happened, was to move into the evacuation in search of victims, ensure that victims are rescued and taken for proper medical attentions with the support of Akwa Ibom State government before constituting the Prevention, Investigation and Failure Analysis Committee, PFEX.
That the Nigerian Society of Engineers, being a very active society, we swift into action. Immediately we got the call, and our first duty was to make sure that the victims are rescued, and those rescued are taken to have proper medical care.
Granted an approval to inaugurate the committee by the president, your branch chapter chairman, Engineer Akpan, inaugurated the 5-member PFEX committee to be chaired by Engineer Professor Charles Uko, Engineer Odoetuk as member, Engineer Mrs. Ime George, member, Engineer Anefiok Monday, member, and Dr. Essien Udo as secretary.
I know we don't supposed to read it because and by the directive of the president and chairman and council, I want to call on Professor Charles Uko, Engineer Dr. Essien Udo. I thought you so you can come this one. And if you have a seat, on this way. Okay, please.
He mandated the committee members to deliver their report in 2 weeks and abide by the team to reference which to carry out a preliminary investigation to unravel the immediate and remote cause of the structural failure of the building.
So, on that standing still on that vision that you gave, I want to hereby inaugurate this paper committee. The terms of reference as included attached in the letter. You are to submit your report through the branch chairman.
Counting losses at the scene of the mayhap, a fashion designer cried out that all her equipment were completely destroyed during the incident because the building collapsed on her shop.
My 3 industrial machine, my 10 manual machine, my generator, my customers' clothes, my fabric that I sell. I can't even remove anything from the shop.
Reacting, the president, Engineer Tasil, called for a minute of silence for those who lost their lives during the mayhap.
So the loss of life is pathetic, and commiserate with the people of Akwa Ibom. And let me use this opportunity to call for 1 minute silence in honor of the lives of those who lost their lives. May the soul of the departed rest in peace.
Wale regretted infiltration of the engineering profession with quacks at the construction site and called on states to have development control headed by the right engineers to monitor projects in the states.
The construction industry, the built industry, is not only engineers. We have the architects, we have the quantity surveyors, we have the surveyors, and all of them. And whenever you go to a construction site, everybody is an engineer. Everybody, you hear them calling them engineer, architect, engineer, quantity surveyor, engineer. Everybody is an engineer on the issue of building collapse. And we have identified so many things. We did a press conference. We have identified so many things. One, some of the states do not have even the development control. Where they have development control, they are not headed by engineers, by the right professionals. Even if they are headed by the right professionals, the drawings, the designs are not vetted.
He promised to come back soon for the inauguration of PRM in Akwa Ibom State, which will also handle integrity tests on old buildings and road projects.
We'll come and inaugurate that area. That area will be able to come and stop something like this. You go and do integrity, even old buildings. There are some places, it's old buildings that fell. And because we are not doing integrity, structures are supposed to last for some time. And if they reach towards their lifespan, you have to do some tests and make sure that their integrity is intact. Otherwise, you will leave it, people will be living there, they will collapse with them. So it is not only building, we have other structures. Roads are failing. I congratulate you in Akwa Ibom State. You don't have failed roads.
Fine roads.
You have fine roads.
The National President, Engineer Tasiu was also on a 2-day official tour assessment of engineering projects carried out by Akwa Ibom State government, attended the inauguration of the 9.1-kilometer 10-lane Idonge-Setinkanga Avenue and Clement Isong Avenue in Uyo by former Vice President and PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar on Thursday, 22nd September 2022.
How are you? Congratulations. You guys are making us proud. Commissioner in the government of Borno State.
While thanking Governor Udom Emmanuel for the confidence reposed on NSEC Integrated Services Limited as an indigenous contractor to deliver the project, Engineer Tasiu revealed that there is no difference between the quality of Julius Berger Road project and that of NSEC company.
Quality, value for money is here. And you have seen it. And let them continue that. And we pray God will give you things far better than the present position.
On his part, the Akwa Ibom State Commissioner for Works and Fire Service, Professor Enoi Banga, while welcoming the national president of the organization, said Governor Udom Emmanuel is a governor that believes in his people, and his assumption into office as the Commissioner for Works, he carried a lot of engineers go along in delivering government projects.
My governor takes risk. There is a risk believing. Because if you are coming into governance and you don't have a vision, you don't have a personal plan, you can't achieve. And he has been very focused on exception to education. And that's why anybody does. If you don't build yours, Julius Berger started from somewhere and it became what it is. Fortunately, since I came in, I've made sure that engineers in the ministry are properly deployed in all construction.
Earlier, the chairman of NSEC Integrated Services Limited, Engineer Uwe Mukoko, while conducting the national president with his entourage round the project site, explained that the road is made up of more than 500 kilometers drainage tunnel and 10-lane, 9.5-kilometer dual carriage.
Immediate 3 meters concrete, 3 meters concrete for jogging. And then all with street lighting. Have to run about water fountain, and the one 25 car,